Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews. I'm your host, Matt Spease, and today we are looking at Just One of the Guys, released in 1985. Just One of the Guys stars Joyce Hyser, William Zabka, Billy Jacoby, Clayton Rohner, Sherilyn Fenn, Toni Hudson, Deborah Goodrich, Stuart Charno, Arye Robert Fieldsteel, Kenneth Tigar, and Leigh McCluskey. Just One of the Guys was directed by Gottlieb. Now, this movie, when it came out in the theaters, it wasn't really a box office success. It ended up getting major notoriety and getting its cult status that it has today from cable channels like HBO. And it's a shame that it wasn't a bigger success financially, because this is a very well-made film and is well acted. Joyce Hyser, I cannot believe, didn't go on to become a bigger actress, and that's probably because the movie wasn't quite the success that it should have been when it first came out. Had it been a big success, I'm sure Joyce Hyser would have gone on to greater success as an actress. But her performance in this is great as Terry. She is just so likable and such a good character in here. You just immediately fall in love with her the minute she is on screen. William Zabka of Karate Kid fame and now Cobra Kai was in his bully mode, where he was being typecast in these kind of roles, where he was playing roles similar to what he had originally played in Karate Kid. And in this, he plays a character named Greg Tolan. And he is every bit as an asshole, but charismatic at the same time. You can't help but love to hate this guy. William Zabka was great in everything. I mean, around the same time as he made, this and Karate Kid. I mean, he did Back to School, playing a similar character in that. So, yeah, William Zabka is great in this, playing the character of Greg Tolan. He's just, I can't say enough about this guy. I love him on Cobra Kai now, playing the character of Johnny, and the way they evolved that character from the initial bully character that he was in Karate Kid. But in this, I mean, he is in his element. Billy Jacoby plays Terry's little brother, Buddy, and he is just fun and enjoyable in this character. You can't help but like the kid. The kid is just so sex crazed and sex driven. The stuff that he says in this film is hilarious. He's just great in this.
Can't you think of anything more profound than getting laid?
A blowjob?
Yeah, well, maybe my balls don't itch.
All balls itch, it's a fact.
Not bad.
Shit. Maybe I should try that.
And then you have Clayton Rohner as Rick Morehouse, the character that Joyce Hyser ends up falling in love with when she's pretending to be a boy at the school. Toni Hudson plays her best friend, Denise, and I've already mentioned her once in my reviews for Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. And in this, she is just so fun and likable as the best friend to Terry. The performances all around the board in this film are pretty good and pretty spot on. There's hardly anybody that's bad in this. I mean, you have Sherilyn Fenn as the girl that is obsessed with getting Terry in the sack, not really knowing that it is a girl. That is not a real boy. I love her line in which she states who Joyce Hyser's Terry reminds her of.
Look, what a fox. Dresses like Elvis Costello. Looks like the Karate Kid. I'm gonna get him.
Deborah Goodrich is really good in here as Deborah. The character or that Clayton Rohner's Rick is obsessing over, and Joyce's Terry is trying to get him a date with her before she actually falls in love with him herself. Stuart Charno of Friday the 13th Part 2 fame plays a character named Reptile, and he's just pretty quirky and fun in this, just like he was in Friday the 13th Part 2. Arye Gross and Robert Fieldsteel play the characters of Willie and Phil, and they are just so weird and strange. I mean, Reptile's strange, played by Stuart Charno, but these two guys think they're Martians or some shit, and they're just really weird characters. Quirky and strange and everything, but at the same time, they fit into the story here. Kenneth Tigar plays the character of Mr. Raymaker, and he is really good. He always was. He was a solid character actor that was never played the lead. He was always a supporting actor. But he's always solid in everything he's been in. I always liked him. So he stands out in this for those short scenes that he's in. And of course, the other guy that got typecast, like William Zabka, in the bully, bad guy, asshole roles was Leigh McCluskey, who plays Terry's initial boyfriend at the beginning of the film, Kevin. And he is so just obsessed with, her being all sexy and the moment she cuts all of her hair off when she's posing as a boy, his reaction to her having short hair is priceless.
What did you do to your hair?
Oh, I cut it. Isn't it cute?
Cute, it's gone.
But yeah, I mean, Lisa Gottlieb directs this very well. I mean, she puts together some really good scenes in here. The script works really well. Ironically, the story for this is very loosely a modern take on a William Shakespeare story called The 12th Day. And there's another film that is based on that same story called She's the Man, that was released in 2006, starring Amanda Bynes. But the difference between these two films is, even though just one of the guys is a PG-13 film, there is a moment near the end of this film that is a real shock. Back when I was watching this for the first time on HBO in like the mid to late 80s, I was shocked when the moment comes when Joyce Hyser wants to finally reveal to Clayton Rohner's character of Rick that she's a girl. And how does she do it? She rips open her shirt and reveals her breasts to him. And it's a PG-13 movie, but they full-on show it. And there was one movie that came out a year before this called Teachers with Nick Nolte and JoBeth Williams, in which JoBeth Williams does something similar to this. But that was an R-rated movie. You can fully expect something like that to be in a movie like that. But it was super shocking when I first watched this film, when that sequence happened. And She's the Man does that exact same scene. I think that film is more, instead of just being inspired by The 12th Day from William Shakespeare the same way as Just One of the Guys. It was more a newer version of this film. They were trying to do a newer version of this film instead of just that adaptation of that story. And nowhere is that more clear than the scene in which Amanda Bynes' character exposes herself to the guy that she's in love with to reveal that she's a woman or a girl. And the difference between the two films is obvious. In Just One of the Guys, they show it. In She's the Man, they have it off camera. You know. So why even go there of, ripping off the scene if you're not going to go all out the way that this film did? So, yeah. This film is highly superior to She's the Man. Not just because of that scene either, but the performances, the acting, everything about it was just a better film. I absolutely love this film. Everything about this film was perfect. The performances of Joyce Hyser, William Zabka, Billy Jacoby, Clayton Rohner, everybody did an excellent job in this film. And so I will give this film a 8.5 out of 10. It is, and always will be, a really great film to me. It will always hold a special place in my heart. So, but what did you guys think of this film? Do you agree with my review of this? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. And as usual, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, because it really does help this channel out a lot. And don't forget, on the 17th, we will have the first episode of Evil Deeds, Rattlesnake Ricky, right here on this channel. So keep an eye out for that. And hope you've enjoyed this video. And thanks for watching.